morning. This is Babatunde with Pennystocking 100 to 1000, and today we are back on day 2 of the series where I take a fresh account on Webull, starting with $100 and turn it to $1,000 over time. And so you can see today was kind of a down day for the overall markets. Not a great day, not the best day, kind of boring, not a whole lot going on really. So we can see here that after it loads up, I don't know why it's so slow. Okay, so the count is up a little bit from where it was on yesterday on day 1. It's up a few dollars. We made our second day trade today, and let me get into the one I was contemplating. There was one play that I found in early pre-market, or late pre-market rather, and it was probably the best performing penny stock of the morning. And let me just get here. It was STAF, S-T-A-F. Now, I didn't actually trade this. We're going to get into that in a little bit. But it was STAF. This is what I was looking at in the pre-market. And it was probably the best performing. It had a few, I guess 1 million, I think 1 million shares traded early in the morning. And it was up in the 220s, and you can see it hasn't really, the day's range, it never left the 220s. It just pretty much opened up at the 220s. And then I saw that it had kind of like overhead resistance. That's the 3-month, I'm sorry. This is the 1 day. Okay, I saw that it had like overhead resistance. In the 220s area, maybe 230s area. And if you go back to the 1 year, you can actually see this a little bit better. Yeah. Right there in the middle, you can see all of that action in the twos, the mid twos. So I said this probably wasn't going to be a great entry, except for that little one spike. You see that random spike up into the 5s. But that's kind of like the anomaly, so I didn't worry about that. The main area that it seems to have trouble in is in the 2s. So I was a little hesitant to get in on that. So I didn't end up taking a position on that. I was waiting for it to see if I can possibly get a dip buy-in. This thing opened up pretty weak. It was in the 220s, and it dropped really rather quickly into the low 2s, maybe around $2 a share. It even got to a low 199. And I thought about dip buying it, but it was just so weak. I said, you know what? I'm going to wait a little longer, see if maybe I can get in for a buy, maybe at like in the 190s maybe. But even the 190s were a little weak, and they kind of crashed through 193, crashed through, went down to the 180s. And I said, you know what? It's just not, it's not going to be a great play. So I left it alone. And the play that I actually did end up getting in on was, let me actually show you here. We got in on ENPH, In-Phase Energy. We made $2.77 today, so it was a small win, just a 2% win. But this was the play we did. We got in at roughly 10 o'clock, about 9 shares for $12.67. And then this wasn't one of our regular trades where we get in at, we get in and we're in for like 3 minutes. No, this was actually, we was in over 20 minutes on this one. We got out at 10:22 and we sold it at $12.98. So we made a good 31 cents a share gain on that one, which is a 2% gain. Not huge, but it's something. And as you can see, this is one of those stocks that weren't really the cheap ones, like the $2-3 that I've been playing before. I was just looking for a play. I guess I was just I felt pressured to make a trade today. I guess because I'm doing the series for you guys. So I felt pressure to make a trade. But really, there wasn't anything worthwhile trading today. It was a kind of dull day in the market today. But I just felt pressure to make a trade, so I made one anyway. And it just, this thing here was up over 20% already. And, I didn't see much potential in it. I said the best it might go to is maybe 13 at best. And so I got out a little early. I got out $12.98 because I just take my profits when I can. You know me. So I took that, and then it quickly rose back up later on to a top of $13.20. And that was the top for the day. So I did pretty well. I don't have to get the exact top. It's fine. you know. And so that was kind of boring. But, I made my 2% gain on that. Not huge. But like I said, sometimes these trades are what you have to go through. You have to do these small trades time and time again, let them add up, and eventually you'll see the progress in your account size. You see here all this green that you see. This is what I'm looking forward to, is racking up a lot of green, and that's what's going to grow your account. If your account has a lot of red in it, it's you're obviously going to lose more than you win, and your account's just never going to grow. So the best thing to do is just rack up more green than red in your account, and you should see some progress over time. But I just want to get into actually the ENPH trade. Actually, I should do that for you guys. I have to figure out why this thing is not responding. Okay. ENPH. So we got in at 10 o'clock, right? So somewhere around there, 1267, somewhere around this choppiness right here on the left side. And then we let it go up over the next 20 minutes, and we got out during that spike into strength. And so that's all we were looking for, was one good push. We know this thing was already up over 20%. It closed at $10 the day before. It was already in the 12s. It didn't have a whole lot of room to go. I didn't think so. I took the small win. And that's all you need to do. You don't have to get greedy for more than that. It's good enough. And that's all you have to do, man. Really, that's it. Just keep doing that time and time again. And so the account's up roughly 12% now. And so yeah, the account's up roughly 12%. So that's good. We're just gonna keep going from here. We're gonna keep going, and let's keep the journey going, man. And until next time, stay motivated, stay inspired, study hard, and penny stocks will reward you. Thank you.